What should be the starting step? Tell me first. How should we start this video? A, B, C are positive numbers. Yes, tell me anyone.
Can we take A as tan theta?
Yes, you should. Why? Reason
Middle
is,
due.
yes, AB plus BC plus CA. That formula is applicable. Furthermore, if you observe these terms, so this will be A square plus 1 by A. So something sort of sine to theta, right? So there is an inclination towards this substitution. So rather than taking A equal to tan A, I am going to take tan inverse small a equal to capital. Will that good? Will that be good, right? Because this will be one-to-one correspondence. So basically, when I say I'm taking A equal to tan of, let us say A, all I'm saying is tan inverse small of A equal to capital, right? So this is nothing. Similarly, B equal to tan B. This is a substitution. B equal to tan B and small c equal to tan C. So tell me all of you, product 2 at a time, summation tan A tan B equal to 1. Is that clear? So from here, what can you infer? And what about ABC? Obviously, these ABC have to lie between 0 to pi by 2. Getting the point?
Yes, sir.
So now, can you tell me what is going to be? If ABC are between 0 to pi by 2, then what is 2A, 2B, 2C? What about 2A, 2B, 2C? They will lie between, tell me, 0 to pi. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And now what you can observe, that 2A plus 2B plus 2C. So you know in a triangle, what is the identities for tan? So in a triangle, summation tan A by 2, tan B by 2 equal to 1. So the thing that A you are observing, that A you should think of as 2A by 2, and this B you should think of as 2B by 2. So tan of 2A by 2 into tan of 2B by 2 equal to 1. So from here, I can claim that 2A plus 2B plus 2C equal to pi. Is that clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Correct? Sum of the angles. Okay, 2A plus 2B plus 2C, this is equal to pi. Okay, what else? What else we want to confirm from this? A plus 1 upon A. So look here. So this will be 3 into A square plus 1 by A. That is tan square plus 1. So 6 by 2. 6 by sine 2. Correct me if I'm wrong. 6 by sine 2A. 4 by sine 2B. And what else? 5 by sine 2C. Sorry, not 4. 8 and 10. Yeah. So 6, 8 and 10. So what does it imply? That in that triangle, sines are in the ratio 2A, 2B and 2C. So sine 2A is to sine 2B is to sine 2C is 3 is to 4 is to 5. So can I say the angles, the sides of that triangle, if they are corresponding sides are, let us say, A, B and C. Corresponding side means opposite sides I am taking. So they will carry the same ratio according to sine law. A is to B is to C will be 3 is to 4 is to 5. Do all of you agree or not? For the triangle whose angles are 2A, 2B, 2C.
Yes, sir.
Correct. That means it is a right angle triangle because 3 is to 4 is to 5. What does it imply? What does it imply?
Right angle triangle.
Right angle. So 2A, 3, 5 like that. 3K you can take. 5K, 5K and here 4K. 4K. And this is 2B and hence 2C. So 2C is pi by 2. And you were asked to find the value of 5 times 1 minus a square cos 2a plus cos 2, 1 minus a square upon 1 plus a square. So this was asked in the problem. So what is the value? Now you can easily get the value. What is cos 2 theta? That is 4 by 5. And this is 3 by 5 plus 0. So answer is 8. So it's an integer problem. Are you able to get it? What is happening in this problem?
Yes, sir.
Got it, right? So like that you can do, because what substitution we have done, tan inverse A equal to A. So like that you should proceed. So is it done for all? We'll move on to the next problem. Tell me first.
Yes, sir.
Okay, done. So I'm moving on to the next problem. Try this. Z1, Z2, Z3 are distinct complex numbers. Their magnitudes are all unity. Sum is non-zero. Sum of squares is 0. Find all possible values of nth powers of their sum. Sum of their nth powers. Okay, that is what you are required to do. So you have to get me all possible values. Yes, Manvita Balaji, you tell me.
Sir, can we convert this Z1, Z2, Z3 into cos theta plus phi sin theta, first of all?
Better that I don't think that is a good choice. Reason being, you are going to bring more sort of variables into this, because if you put Z1 equal to cos and sin alpha, then beta, that will complicate the problem. Keep the sanctity of the problem in the complex domain itself. And from here only you try to figure out, using properties of modulus, etc., what can be said about this modulus. Okay. Ved Prakash.
I got for n equal to 4 as 0, for n equal to 6 as 3.
Okay, but you have to explore all the exhaustive set of values this modulus can take.
Sir,
Right?
0,
For
1,
n it will be 0, sir. For n as 2
Zero you
power
are
n,
getting.
for n as 2 power n.
Okay. So you just have to tell me the values that we will explore at what n it is taking that. You have to first tell me what all values it can take.
0 and 3.
Only two values you are getting?
Till now what I got are those two.
0 and 3. Okay. What else?
sir, 0, 1, root 2, root 5.
Root 2 you are getting. I don't think so. Okay, how shall you start this for these type of problems?
Sir, I took Z1 square as 1 and Z2 square as omega and Z3 square as omega square.
Z1 square as
1.
1. You are taking them 1. Why necessarily 1?
Yeah, it's given that Z1 square plus Z2 square plus Z3 square is 0, no, sir.
Yes.
That's why I took it as 1 and omega square.
That is not always the case, no? You should justify. See, before that, let me just take Z1 square, you define some complex number as W1, Z2 square as W2, and Z3 square, or instead of W, because you will confuse with omega, let me define something else. Let us say Z1 square equal to small z1 or small u1, let me define that. Okay, u1, u2, and u3. These are complex numbers. So again, what you can observe, that their magnitudes are unity. So their magnitudes are unity. So these are all equal to 1. Okay. So what you said is correct, but that is with respect to Z1 square, Z2 square, Z3 square. But don't take them 1 omega and omega square. Okay. You should generalize this because their sum is not equal to 0. Getting the point? So you have to exclude that possibility. Now see here. If magnitudes of Z1, Z2, Z3 are 1, so their square is also 1, magnitude of their square. This is all right? Tell me. And their sum is 0. Tell me fast. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
And you are required to obtain all possible values of what? What is Z1? Basically, Z1 square, U1 power n by 2. Can I write it like this? Plus U2 power n by 2. Taking all the square roots into consideration. So there won't be any harm in this. Right? So this is your problem. Now what you said, you can easily observe and easily prove via this. So what is TC stands for? Tell me. What am I going to do with this?
Taking conjugates.
Taking conjugate. Good. So taking conjugate U1 bar, U2 bar, U3 bar. And what is U1 bar? If magnitude is 1, it is 1 upon U1. This all of you must be knowing very well, right? So this can be simplified as minus 1 upon U3. And what is U3? U3 is minus 1 upon U1 plus U2 from the first equation here. So if you cross multiply this, what will you get? What will you get? Tell me. U1 square plus U2 square plus U1 U2 equal to 0. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now what should I do? Basically, let me again make a slight more substitution. Instead of U1, I want to write U. Instead of U1, let me write U. There will be no harm, but it will be like I want to express everything in terms of U now. Is that okay? It hardly makes any difference. Let me write U. Okay. So this you must be knowing. What is the solution of this? X square plus y square plus xy equal to 0. X equal to y omega and x equal to y omega square. These are the two solutions. So here U2 will be either u omega or U2 will be u omega square. Do all of you agree with this?
Yes, sir.
Tell me. Basically, how do you get it? You divide by u square and put U2 by u equal to x. So you will get x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0, whose roots are omega and omega square. So like that you get it. Similarly, if I had eliminated, let us say U2 and kept the equation in terms of u and U3, in this similar manner, I could have obtained U3 as u omega or u omega square. So this is this result I want you to remember. See, what I want you guys to remember this thing, whenever the magnitudes of all are 1 and their sum vanishes, so it is just like vector. So then in terms of 1, U2 could be this into omega and this could be this into omega square. Magnitudes are all unity. Is that clear? In the first step, correct? So now you have to explore all possible options. So U1, this is U. So U power n by 2. What is U2 power n by 2? So let us take the possibilities that are in front of you. So if I take like U2 as u omega, so this will be what? Can you tell me? So we are exploring the first possibility. When U2 is u omega. So this will become u power n by 2 omega power n by 2. And this is case 1. So case 1, when U2 is u omega. So we are exploring this. So, and U3, what about U3? You have four possibilities in front of you. So I'm taking one by one. U omega, U3 is also u omega. Okay. So u power n by 2, omega power n by 2. So you can take u power n by 2 common. Its magnitude will be 1. So 1 plus, what will be left? Omega power n by 2. Again omega. So 1 plus 2 omega. What should I write? 1 plus 2 omega power n by 2 whole mod. And n is a natural number greater than 2. So what all possible values can it take? So if n is 2, see what we are discussing, please pay attention. Complex numbers are what? U. Is it clear? And what? Next tell me. U omega. This is the second term. U2 as u omega. And what about U3? What about U3? Can I take U3 as u omega?
No.
Can I? No, this I cannot take. Why? Because their sum is 0. So if I have taken u2 as u omega, then u3 must be taken as, tell me,
Let's go.
u omega square. Yes. So there I cannot write it like this. So this will be omega power n only. Okay. Omega power n. So this will be omega power n by 2 plus omega power n. Is there anything else we have to keep in mind in addition to this? Yes, that z1 plus z2 plus z3 must not be equal to 0. So this is fine. One of these, this will not make any difference. So let me take u2 equal to u omega. I'm omitting all this. And u3 equal to this. But after this also, it is not straightforward because there is one more condition that you have to keep in mind. Their sum of z1 plus z2 plus z3 should be non-zero. So what is going to be z1 from above? What is z1? Tell me, plus minus root of u. Yes. What is going to be z2? It is square root of u2. So that will be how much? U omega. So plus minus under root u into omega square. Please make sure that you are comfortable with this. And then I can directly put these values only in that term. And z3 equal to plus minus root of u3. That will be plus minus root u into omega. See, omega is also omega power 4. So I have taken square root in this manner. Will that work?
Yes,
Is
sir.
it okay? Correct. So now, which all possibilities I have to rule out? Tell me. What is not allowed? That z1 plus z2 plus z3 being equal to 0 is not allowed. That means taking this as plus omega, this as plus omega square is not allowed. Or taking this as minus 1, this as minus omega, this as minus omega square. These two are not allowed. Correct? So let me directly put these values. So whatever else is there, that is always allowed. So now tell me what is going to be the value. So let me first put z1. So what was z1 power n? So z1 power n. So if I put root u, that is u power n by 2, no problem. I can put it in this manner. Correct? What about u2 power n by 2? Or z2 power n? So z2 I shall keep, suppose z2 I am keeping root u into omega square. So if it is root u into omega square, so it will be u power n by 2 into omega power 2n. Then z3 I should keep as, tell me.
Minus root u into omega.
Yes, minus root u into omega. So what is its power n? Power n?
Minus 1 power n into
Minus of root u in n for 2 into omega.
U power n by 2 into omega power n. Is that clear? Now u power n by 2 you can take outside. That is what I wanted you guys to pay attention to, omega power n. Now you can simply substitute any value of n. So via this option, what all possibilities will arise? So if n is equal to 2, so 1 plus omega, and then n equal to 2, so this 0 is allowed. 0 will come. Yes?
N by
0
2.
you will get. And for n equal to 3, what will you get? Pardon me?
It is n by 2, not n.
Minus
1 power.
Okay. Minus 1 power. Right. U power Z2. No. Z2 power n was there, no? And Z3 power n. What is Z3 power n?
Okay.
See, I'm substituting beta here. Directly I'm substituting here.
Yes.
This was just to tell you, whenever you do this, you cannot directly write this because sum of Z1, Z2, Z3 is non-zero. Okay. So actually we have reverted back to this. So I'm writing it here. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Now if I put n equal to 3, what is going to happen?
1 will get, sir. 1.
1 you will get. So I think till modulo 3 you should do, I believe. No, minus 1 is also there. So you should have to keep on checking some more values. For n equal to 4, what will happen? I think even values will all give you 0.
Yes.
Because if you put n equal, yes, even.
Zero,
if you put
three even values.
correct.
Six
So for
won't
n
give.
equal to 2m, this will always
No.
be 0.
So
But
6m won't
multiples
give.
of 3.
Correct. Multiple of 3 will come, na? 6 won't give. So for 6, what will be the value? Very good. For 5, no. Before that, for 5, what is the value? When n is 5? When n is 5. So again, a different value will come. In fact, for 4, 4 it is 0. For 5, see, different value will come. This will come 1 plus omega square and minus omega. Are you getting this or not?
Yes, sir.
For 5. No. For 5 also, this will be 1 omega
Sir, 1
square.
plus omega minus omega square.
For 5, 1 plus omega, yes. 1 plus omega minus omega square, which is mod is 2, I think. Can you check this?
Yes, sir.
See the possibilities. Okay. So next, for omega equal to, for n equal to 6, I think this will be 3. And now everything will repeat.
3 will.
Because we have checked. Now everything will repeat. Yes. Now these are not the only 4 values. Can we explore the another possibility? Let us check. See what we have taken now. I have taken z1 equal to root u, and then z2 I took as root u omega square, so that their sum is non-zero, and z3 I took as minus root u omega. Okay. So what could be the other possibility? I think this will exhaust all cases, no? Because
Z1
even
and
if I pardon me.
Z1 has negative and Z2, Z3 has positives.
That I should take, because 2 positive and 1 negative we have taken minus 1 power n. So you want me to take z1 as negative? Yes. So z1 I want to take as minus. And what about this? These two both I want to take as plus. This is the second case. Yes. So what will happen? So minus 1 power n, and then u power n by 2 anyway I am taking out, plus omega power 2n plus omega power. Achha, this thing, why am I doing here? See, I can interchange here minus 1 power n to all the 3 terms. See my pointer here? Rather than doing here the algebra, I should do it here itself. So minus 1 power n I have taken to the left extreme. Correct? Even if you take 2 minus and 1 plus, that will be the same, because omega power n and omega power 2n, they behave in the same manner. Are you getting the point? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now you tell me what will be the value. Is there anything different that I am going to get? N equal to 2, what will be the value? N equal to 2. That will be 0 only.
0.
Okay. 3, what will be the value? That will be 1, I think, or 3. Okay.
1.
I think I won't get anything else. 4, for 4, what will be the value? That will be again 0. For 5, that is the same, because for 5,
It will be 2.
2 only. I won't get anything else. I think we have, because we have taken everything into consideration there itself. There won't be any other values. For n equal to 6, it will be 3. Correct? So what all possible values it can take? They could be 0, 1, 2, and 3. Is that clear? 0, 1, 2, and 3. Understood? Okay. Next, we'll move on to the next problem. So if these two integrals are 0, function is continuous, you have to show that function will have at least 2 solutions in open 0 to 1.
Sir, since sin x is always positive in 0 to pi, can we say that f of x has at least one root in 0 to pi?
Why for sin x you are taking the argument? Sin x is always positive. So fx for 0 to pi. Yeah.
It must have at least one root, no, sir?
Yeah, that is always there, because at least one root, so you all must be able to do. Correct. At least one
Yes,
root
sir.
will be there. Yes.
Then we will do integral f of x cos x as integral by parts, sir.
Okay.
We will get integral
Okay,
f dash
let us
of x
see.
into.
Okay. First of all, it is not given whether f is differentiable or not. Mind it. Even if that were true, so let me see how you are proceeding. So see, first of all of you should be able to understand that sin x is always positive in 0 to pi open. So fx has to somewhere cross the x-axis between 0 to pi. So at least one root is there. At least one root. Correct? At least one root. Let me call that root as L. So next, what were you saying? Applying by parts, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Samarth is asking me to apply by parts in cos x. So first function you are taking as fx. So
Yes, sir.
fx into sin x. But mind it, this I can only apply if he had given function to be differentiable. So I'm giving you a liberty. I'm also taking f to be differentiable. Suppose that was the case. So let us see. Even then your argument is valid or not. Derivative of first into integral of c. Okay. What next? So this will again vanish.
Yes, sir. Again, we will get it as equal to 0, no, sir. Integral 0 to pi f dash of x sin x dx.
This will be what?
0.
This we are getting as 0. Why?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is given
Means
as 0. Okay. This is
yes, sir.
right. This is given as 0. Okay.
Again, f dash of x will have at least one root.
F dash will have at least one root. Yes, this is also fine.
And we know that f of x is crossing x-axis, no, sir.
Yes.
I thought it then f of x must have at least two roots in that.
Suppose this is crossing the x-axis. It could be like this. F dash could be equal to 0 anywhere. That does not matter. So it has not crossed twice. No?
Yes, sir.
That argument won't work. Okay. Okay. Try something else. Yes. Anybody else who want to share his or her thoughts in this problem? Yes, Stalin Babu, Nakka. You want to say something? So I will tell you how to do this. Okay. Since we have obtained x equal to alpha, a fixed one root. Okay. Now we are looking whether there could be one more root other than alpha. Either in 0 to alpha or in alpha to pi. Alpha 2. Is there any method by virtue of which I can club these two integrals? In
Sir,
terms
can we
of
say
sine
that
inverse? Yeah.
f of x is symmetric about pi by 2?
F of x is symmetric about pi by 2. How can you say that?
For getting area equal to 0.
For getting?
Means area is equal to 0.
It need not be the case. Why is that so? Cos x is there. Na? When you say something is symmetric about pi by 2, then you must be able to show that f of pi by 2 plus x should be same as f of pi by 2 minus x.
Yes.
Okay? I don't think that will work, because even if you split this 0 to pi by 2 of this, and then from pi by 2 to pi of this, so both of them first will convert into f of pi by 2 minus x into sin x. Another will convert as pi by 2 to pi. So there is no way in which I can obtain this relation for each x in 0 to pi, right? So you cannot say that. I am asking you that, is there any way in which I can connect these two integrals, bringing alpha also into picture? Like, what is sin A cos B plus cos A sin B, or minus cos A sin B? What is sin A cos B minus cos A sin B? Sin of? Tell me first.
A minus B.
A minus B. So 0 to pi fx. So I am deliberately taking x minus alpha. This is the same alpha which is the root. This is the same alpha. So what do you say about this integral? Is it 0? Is it 0?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Why? You multiply
Yes.
the second integral by cos alpha and first integral by sin alpha and then subtract. That's what I have done. Or open here sin x cos alpha minus cos x sin alpha. Constant term you can take out. So this is 0. Is that clear? But f of x, we don't know about the sign of this. But we know about the sign of x minus alpha. Since alpha is a value between 0 to pi. So I want to say that between 0 to alpha, it will possess negative sign of x minus alpha I'm talking. And alpha to pi, it will possess what? Positive sign. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Now try to see this. This has to be 0. So suppose this is from 0 to alpha. Fx I'm taking as positive. Fx I'm taking as positive. So at alpha it is 0. At alpha is 0. So sign of this is positive here. Not positive, sorry. This is negative here. Sign of x minus alpha term. And this is positive here. Okay. Now if 0 to alpha, this whole term is 0. Suppose between 0 to alpha, let me take f to be positive without loss of unity. Let me take f is always positive between 0 to alpha. Correct? So what will be the sign of this? What will be the sign of this? Tell me.
Negatives.
Hmm?
Negative.
Negative, right? This sign will be negative. So what should be the sign of the second term to make the resultant 0? Tell me.
Positive.
Positive. This is already positive. This is already positive. So here, what can be said about fx? Here, what can be said about fx? Tell me. Here, f. To make it 0. To make it 0. Like, see what I'm doing. I will try to explain it through graph. Suppose between 0 to alpha, it is like this, and after that, it is coming down. I'm assuming it has exactly one root. That is what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm just drawing this for your convenience. This is the graph of f I have drawn. Continuous function. I have taken only one root. So from 0 to alpha, the sign of f is positive. So positive into negative is this. And for alpha, from alpha to pi, what is the sign of this? Tell me.
Positive.
No, here, from the diagram.
Negatives.
Negative.
So overall it is negative. So can negative plus negative be equal to 0? Tell me.
No.
That means this case is ruled out. So what is ruled out? 0 to alpha f is positive and alpha to pi f is negative is not possible. Similarly, what will not be possible? Like this also it will not be possible. For 0, because here what will happen? The first quantity will become positive. Second will also become positive. Second integral. I1 and I2. This is integral I1. This is integral I2. That means fx should cross x-axis once more, at least once more. Do you agree or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is the proof that fx will have at least two solutions. You understood the approach? Bringing in that root into account. There was one more problem that I discussed. I told you came in 2006 in JEE. So this is a similar type of problem where you take care of the root itself in terms of root. You argue. Okay. Okay.
Sir, can both roots be alpha and alpha?
No, that cannot be the case. See, both roots, if you take alpha and alpha, that would only mean that fx is 0 at only x equal to alpha. But for the sum of these two integrals to be 0, see very carefully. If I were to take this graph, so you are asking me to take I will also take that case which you are telling me, that is it possible that fx is like this? It has to cross with, otherwise this cannot be the graph of f, because this will not make the second term. See above my pointer, this cannot be 0, this area cannot be 0. If this area is to 0, then it has to go below the x-axis. It has to have some part above and some part below at some alpha. Getting the point?
Yes.
And from the second relation that we have shown just now, it is again area. So area cannot, one point, if value at one point cannot alter the area at all. Are you able to get this point? Value attained by a function at a particular point is not going to decide your area. Area is decided by the values taken in an interval. Okay? So I believe this is clear to all. This you have to show using calculus. To try to think of a function. You are able to do it?
Yes, sir.
Tell me the function.
A power x plus b power x plus c power x. F
Very
of x.
good. Very good. So you should start with fx equal to a power x plus b power x plus c. Okay. So next is f dash. So what is f dash? Like that you did, right?
Yes, sir.
And then what?
Again differentiate.
Correct. F double dash. So what is f double dash? So since ABC are positive numbers, f double dash x is strictly positive. Right?
Yes.
Is that clear? A power x, b power x, c power ln square. That means what?
F dash is
F
increasing.
dash is in
F dash is increasing. Okay. So f dash is increasing. And what about f dash 0?
0.
Ln of ABC, that is 1. This is 0. Therefore, if x is greater than 0, so x is greater than 0, that means f dash is increasing function. So f dash x will be greater than f dash 0. Since f dash is increasing. Can I say that?
Greater than equal to, sir, because
Greater than equal to.
f
Why?
double dash can be 0 too.
F
Double dash can be 0 too.
f double dash can be 0. Okay. F double dash is 0 at what point?
If ABC are 1.
If ABC are all 1. No?
Yes.
This will be equal. Yes. So let me take it if x is greater than 0. Very good. Because that would be, in fact, f double dash also I should have put greater than equal to sign. No? Right. So f dash x is greater than or equal to f dash c. Okay. Now what is f dash 0? 0. That means f dash x is greater than or equal to 0. Yes. So what does it imply? That f is increasing? Tell me, is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
That's it. Therefore, f of 2 must be smaller than or equal to f of 3. So this was the requirement. A square plus b square smaller than a cube plus b cube plus c. Is it okay? I will write
How
next
to
one.
prove using algebras?
Pardon me? Algebra, so you can take like C is there, no? So you can try replacing C by 1 upon AB. And then you have to, you can apply the power mean inequality. But that is of not concern here, because in JEE syllabus, they only make sure that at most you should be able to solve it using AMGM inequality. So that is why I have asked you to prove it using calculus, which is part of your JEE Advanced syllabus also. Getting the point?
Yes, sir.
So always remember, here algebra, basically inequalities, they only prefer AMGM. Though there are many inequalities that you can apply, but in JEE, hardly any problem came till now where you have to use any other inequality. if at all it is used. Okay. Okay. So next problem. So the triangles ABC and A dash, B dash, C dash have the same centroid. Then you have to show that AA dash, BB dash, CC dash could be the sides of a triangle. And here you are assuming that sum of no two segments is equal to the third one. So either it could be greater or it could be less. So you have to argue that it is possible that it will be greater. Okay, try this.
Sir, can we prove this by vector algebra?
Yes, you have to prove this using vectors, because if you do it via geometry, it will take time. You
Sir,
are able to show it.
Yes, sir.
Able to show it now?
We can take origin as centroid and
Yes. And then what else?
position vector of A as a x1, B as x2, and C as x3 bar.
Correct. See, this is a very straightforward problem. Let me make this first. Okay. So they have the same centroid. So let me mark the centroid here as the origin of vectors A, B, C. Okay. So this A I can take as A vector, B I can take as B vector, and C I can take as C vector. And this let me take A dash, B dash, and C dash. So this is A dash vector, position vector I am taking. This is B dash. Yes, now tell me, what next?
Sir, we know that A bar plus B bar plus C bar is 0.
Very good. Because the centroid is this plus this by 3, this is also 0. And this
Yes,
is
sir.
also A dash plus B dash. This is a very straightforward problem. This by 3 equal to this by 3. Basically, these are the centroids. And this we have taken as 0 vector. Yes, next.
Now A dash equal to A bar minus A dash bar minus A bar.
Yes, so A minus A dash, that means A dash minus A plus B dash minus
minus-
B. This is equal to 0. That means A dash vector, A dash vector plus
BB dash.
dash CC dash vector. Sum of these three vectors is 0. That means, first of all, if the sum of three vectors is 0, they must be coplanar. That you all know. Right? So one thing is there, that they must be coplanar. These vectors A dash B dash. Now there are only two possibilities if sum of three vectors is 0. What is that? Either they will be collinear or non-collinear. Yes, if they are collinear, that is ruled out, because that could only happen if sum of two sides is equal to third side. Suppose this is of magnitude 2, this is of magnitude 3, and in reverse direction this is of magnitude 5. Then this is possible, but this is ruled out. Why this is ruled out? Because it is given sum of no two segments of these A dash, B dash, C dash is equal to third. The only possibility for this to be so that they form a triangle, like this is A dash going in this direction. Just an example. BB dash going in this direction and CC dash going in this direction. Like that you should have. Very good. So sum of these three vectors must be a null. Is that clear to all? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. I'm taking the next problem. Find the number of ways in which x1, x2 till x2n can take values either 0 or 1. These are the binary values, such that summation of the squares of the difference, ordered difference. Okay. Sorry, unordered difference, because I less than j. This is maximum. This is maximum. You have to tell me the number of ways. Some of the elements are 0, rest all are 1. Only 0 and 1 is allowed. So you have to make sure that the sum of the difference, sum of the square of the difference, okay, is maximum for all pairs I comma j such that I less than g, between 1 to 2. So tell me, how will you proceed? How will you start? Tell me. First of all,
You're taking
you
n
tell,
equal to 1 and
okay. N
you're taking
equal,
n
not
equal to
no, not for you. Don't fix condition on n, better. First, you tell me xi minus xj square will contain what all terms. So this will be like if I fix, for example, I'm fixing I equal to 1. So I can go till 2 to 2n, right? So I'm just writing it for you, x1 minus x3 square and so on till x1 minus x2n square. Fixing I equal to 1. This is after fixing I equal to 1. And if I fix I equal to 2, what all terms will I get?
Up to
Getting
2n.
this? Yes. And so on. X2 minus, this will contain one less term. And finally, if you proceed in the same manner, the last term that I'm going to get is this. Do all of you agree or no?
No, sir. Will be
Yes, sir.
there will be 2 and
Someone said no.
one.
There will be. Yeah, right. Sorry. This is not n. This is 2n minus 1. Correct. Now it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Now you agree? Okay. So now tell me, by symmetry, all x1 and x2, they will have the powers have the same coefficient. So what is the coefficient of x1 square that you are observing from here? So can I write this as not n, 2n minus 1 from 1 to 2n. 2n minus 1 into x1 square plus x2 square up to x2n square. By symmetry, each and everything has to come. Agree? All terms will come 2n minus 1 times. Minus twice double summation. Double summation, you understand? S2 I will write. S2 means sum of the product taken two at a time. Sum of product taken two at a time. This you understood or not?
Yes.
Taken two at a time means all possible products. X1, X2, X1, X3, X1, X4 like that. X2, X3 minus 2. Is this clear or not? Tell me first.
Yes, sir.
Everybody? Yes?
Clear, sir.
Okay. Now S2 I want to write again in terms of this. So this I want to write as 2n minus 1. Let me put it this as summation xi square. Keep it as it is. What is 2s2? So if I perform summation xi whole square, x1 plus x2 plus x2n whole square, this will contain what all terms? Summation xi square minus 2s2. Sorry, plus 2s2. Agree or not?
Yes, sir.
So what is 2s2 from here? So this will be summation xi square minus summation of xi. Correct. So if I again club this, so this will be 2n summation xi square minus summation xi whole square. So till here, is it clear to all?
Yes.
Now,
Sir, is answer 2n?
I think so. Yes. So you have done in the same manner?
Sir, from second step, I took sigma xi square as r, sir.
Okay.
And S2 as RC2.
Yes.
And I differentiated and found R, sir.
Okay. No. Come again. What did you do in the first step?
I took among 2n any R terms as 1, sir.
Yes. No
So
need to
sigma
differentiate.
xi,
Yeah, that is okay. No need to differentiate. In fact, what you can directly do here, you can observe that number of zeros and number of ones are to be decided. You have done is perfectly all right, but there is no need of differentiation. Directly you can tell that. So if I take number of zeros as R, that means exactly R elements are taking zero values, and exactly 2n minus R elements. This is I am assuming, I am taking as a case. Okay. And exactly 2n minus R are assuming one value. Is that clear?
Yes,
Or
sir.
let me put it the other way around. That will be better, I think. Let me take R as taking one value. No, that is okay. 2n minus R here only. That will not make any difference. Okay. So come here. So 2n times this will become what? So x1 square. How many will be 1? I think 2n minus R. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
2n minus R are all 1. And sum of squares, this will be what? 2n minus R whole square. 2n minus R whole square. Yes?
Yes, sir.
So if I take 2n minus R common, so this will be R. So this you can directly say, this product, since their sum is constant, this product will be maximum AMGM only when they both are equal. So this will attain its maximum when they are equally distributed. 2n minus R. Okay, that means R equal to n.
N.
That means exactly half of them should take zero value. The rest half should take one value. Only then this would be maximum. Can you see basically what is this? If you observe carefully, xi minus xj square summation, what does it denote? What does it denote? Basically, it denotes sort of variance. Getting the point or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sort of variance, because it is a measure of the variation of the values in the data with respect to each other. Like how far are they? X minus x2 whole square. And whole square is taking care of, they are not cancelling out. And everything is, so that is how statistics goes. So R equal to n. This you could have assumed by common sense also that exactly at the midway this should be maximum. If you split it half. And 0 or 1 is not allowed. Any two values if you take, you will get the same answer. 0 and 1 are of no significance here. Two particular values you can take. Do you agree or not? So taking n values, how many ways I can select? So very good, you can select in 2n Cn ways. 2n Cn ways. Is that clear? See, tell me what is the formula for variance? What is the formula? If I have a data, how do you define variance of a random variable x? Suppose this is a set. So this is understood now?
Yes, sir.
Suppose I have a set, because this time statistics will also come. One question they will ask. Until x2n. What is the variance of this? What is the variance? So let me take this as a random variable capital X. Okay, having these values. And they can also bring in probability here. So once I have written this, then I'm assuming that x can take all of these values equally likely. And if x is taking x1 is probability p1, then factor of p1 will also come in the variance. Correct? So what is variance basically? It is the expected value of, tell me, x minus xi whole square. This is how you get it. What is the expected value of this? This is your variance. Tell me first. Yes. So this is what? E of x square minus 2 times summation of this, basically summation of this. So this will be like this. So expected value summation, I shall put it here. Okay, expected value of this summation. The summation I'm putting it inside. So tell me. So I'm just removing it for the time being. X minus xi will do. So expected value of x, then minus twice of, tell me what, xi into e of x, and what else? Plus e of x square. Xi square is e of x square. Correct? E of x square you can do. So this is going to be what? E of x square. And here what will come? Basically xi square will come. No, xi square. So this will become minus 2 mu square plus mu square, like that. Okay, so this will ultimately give you e of x square, and mu is nothing but expected value of x. So this holds. You're getting this? Expected means you have to again divide by n, like that. E is also there here. Expected value of this e is also there. And this whole square, expected value of this whole square. Is that clear? So this is the formula for variance of random variable x. So what is the expected value of x square, you tell me? That is x1 square plus x2 square plus xn square by n, by 2n if data is 2n. And what is this? This is mu square. Correct or not?
Yes.
So basically he asked you to do this only. So 2n into mu square, mu was this whole divided by n. So see the expression that we have obtained over here. So 2n summation xi square minus of this. Is that clear or not? So if I divide this by n, suppose divide this by n, then I have to multiply by n square. And if I divide this by n, I have to multiply by n square. You're not getting the point. So if I take n square common, what will come here? Pardon me?
Divide by 2n. Divide by 2n.
Achha, divide by 2n. Okay. So divide by 2n. So this will be how much? 4, na? 4n square. And here also I want to keep 2. So this will become 4 like that. Okay. And then you can take n square common. In fact, 4n square common. So this will just become what? Summation of xi square by 2n. This is the expected value of x square. And summation of xi by 2n. This is the average. Please tell me if you are getting or not. So e of x square. So this is just a proof that variance will be maximum at the equal distribution. And this is nothing but variance of x. I think I have written everything correctly or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear, na? Okay, so you have to keep this in mind. So we'll see you in the next class. So take care.
Sir,
Okay. Yeah.
sir, is properties of triangle in advanced syllabus, sir?
No, actually, you should not say it like that because they have just now not mentioned that specifically. But what they could ask, sometimes it might be useful in coordinate geometry problem. So what we might expect, there will not be a direct problem of properties of triangle. That you can rest be assured because they have not written that. But basic sine law, cosine law, that they can always use. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Take care. See you in the next class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.